Weather portion of AgweekTV now. We're finally looking down the barrel at some colder weather. Colder temperatures coming in this week, and it looks like it may drop a notch colder as we get toward the end of January, with some frigid weather getting pretty close to the Canadian border and at least sending down some fingers into the northern plains. Snowfall over the next couple of weeks. They're going to be quick, mostly in the form of clippers, but enough of them could bring some snow to bring some substantial totals. I don't mean deep snow, but some enough to cover the ground, which will allow for the cold weather to get even colder. We're still dealing with split flow, but it's a different kind of split flow. This northern branch of the jet kind of representing the polar vortex right now, keeping that frigid weather locked up in the Arctic. The main branch of the jet stream pretty far south right now, which is why we've had, interestingly enough, over the last couple of weeks, cooler than average weather in the deep south, but not really cooler than average weather in the north. Well, now we're finally starting to see some colder temperatures. The dark blue, what I'm calling cold, is mostly below freezing. The light blue is where you can get up into the 30s and the 40s, maybe up to near 50. And this is pretty warm stuff down in the deep south. But this purple, that's mostly below zero or near zero type weather. And that's going to begin slowly through the week, dropping south as this main northern branch of the jet stream continues to drop further and further south. We're going to get a little taste of that Arctic air by the end of the week. It really won't be true Arctic air, just kind of modified, but it will be as cold as it's been in some time. And next week, the week of January 24th through the 30th, I do think that weather's going to hang around here. North Dakota, northern Minnesota, a lot of days with highs in the single digits. Could even conceivably see a day or two where the highs are below zero. So that's a fairly significant change. Now, as far as the precipitation goes in this pattern, it's not an incredibly wet pattern. There will be a weather system building out late this week, sometime here around the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, that will generate a band of snow, probably heavy snow, with rain and thunderstorms on the southern side. Southwest looks mostly dry, and this region of the continent, the Pacific Northwest and the western part of Canada, will be quite snowy. Now, the northern plains region will get some snows. At this point, I don't see them being a lot of moisture in them, which is why I'm not calling it white, but I do expect snow this week in North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota. Looking ahead to next week, the last full week of January, pattern looks about the same. A lot of this is pretty cold air, so there won't be a lot of significant moisture in it, but there will be a snowstorm in the northeast for the way north, and there will likely be some snows into the northern plains. All of this happening because of the colder weather dropping in as we go colder and colder and colder over the next few weeks, finally getting some winter temperatures into the U.S., and the clippers bringing at least some snow.